Welcome back everybody to the next part of Dragon Age Inquisition, and in the last part we've made some further progress with the story, and in this part we are going to do exactly the same thing. So we've got a few operations ready to report back, and I have had an idea, and I'm going to go and speak to Cassandra after this and see if we can finally start building that relationship. Right. Old. Station.
Turning into a bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Well, I think that's for Vivian. And we've had this one come back, so let's see... what did we get? No. I think that was a mount for the horse. Not quite what I wanted, but never mind.
See what we have.
And Levelan. High Town.
Right.
Lengthy. Good negotiations. There's a lot of operations just creeping up. Very lengthy, but never mind. Let's get them done. I don't think I ever managed to complete all of the operations on here. At least if I did, I don't remember. There we are. Gotta go talk to Cassandra, see what she's got to say, and see if we can actually romance her. There we go. Oh. What's on here?
You knew where I was all along.
Oh, yeah.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
Hey, what did you expect?
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
Someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Don't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake.
Ooh.
Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Him now won't help us, Cassandra. Ah, exactly. You better not be keeping anything else from us. Ah.
Did bring Hawk. Late, perhaps, but Hawk is with us. As are you.
Think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too.
Mm-hmm.
People have done it.
Believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Probably should have led with that. Oh, Gosh, going straight in.
Think I still like you.
I'm serious.
You think I'm not?
I want you to know. I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. I don't know how it will end. But I would have it no other way.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so that is the beginning of our...
Sweet Lady Cassandra. Clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Well, we can't send her because, you know...
There a problem? Seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
Hmm.
You and Leliana be candidates. You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Okay, good question. Why am I not?
Pick non-priests. Why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a man, first and foremost. If they name you a candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium. Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know why they believe Leliana or I would be any better.
I think you'd make an excellent divine.
Truly, I never look good in hats.
Mm.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Hmm.
Surprised to hear you, of all people, say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
If only more people thought that way.
Many things have happened to get us to this point.
I'm not so certain. I think it has been a long time coming. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Domination is admirable.
Some men would call it an unattractive trait.
I'm not those men.
Mm.
Not the only candidate. What about Leliana?
Leliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Leliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What do you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place. but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
Wow.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
It seems like catching up on conversations we've not had.
What you're talking about?
Know whose book that is. It must be Varric's.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields, the latest chapter.
You like to read. What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
She's read this one 3 times.
You! I told you to stop spying!
You read it out loud to me. I don't like the captain either.
I never did that. It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that book.
You! For the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be.
She's obsessed.
You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Oh, that was funny. That was actually really funny. Different side of Cassandra altogether.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
Clan never stayed in one place for long, though we primarily roamed the free marches.
Oh? I didn't think your people roamed that far north. But clearly I'm mistaken. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
Where I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Romantic.
What of it?
To under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion, being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
Don't get me wrong, I like this side of you.
I don't... Well, that's not so bad, then.
Either she's actually hot, romance.
Something is troubling the Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Yeah.
Certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I'd like
So,
to get to know you better.
Does Not much to know.
Oh, there is. Oh, there we go. Another opportunity.
You're being modest.
Do you think me a braggart?
No, I think you're interesting.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
Oh, stop calling me that.
Member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
Hmm.
You joined the Seekers to get away from that.
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories.
Fat and lazy.
My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Oh, what happened to him?
Tell me about your brother.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentecost could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old. And then he died on me.
Oh.
It's really awful.
It was the end of everything I knew. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
Hmm.
I think I understand how you felt.
At times I could not breathe. The rage nearly choked me. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take
Wow.
solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
His life.
Your homeland, Mike.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his...
Uncle was a Mortalitasi.
a death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine.
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
Right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
Thought she could really change things.
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
Aww.
What's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet unrest, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
Or you're just being modest?
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
The truth is,
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
The mages were involved in helping, but they only focused on what was convenient. Okay, another opportunity, so I'm going to take that.
you're delightful, you know that.
No, I do not know that.
Mm.
I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
Yes, there is.
Who could guess the Inquisitor would be so odd?
Oh,
Back to work.
look at her evading. Talk to Varric about swords and shields. There was Varric is in the courtyard. Hang on a minute. I just remembered I have a... I thought it was...
Got a little heated. You all right?
Wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's...
Maybe if you knew she's reading your books. Hmm.
Sorry.
Well, shit.
Said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry Tale.
We did him once. We can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. Isn't Corypheus to use him? They did it because he can't be killed.
You and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn.
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood.
Hmm.
Tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains, of course. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
You're right. Lakers.
Nothing to do with this, Barry.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
And to be fair, if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else, so I don't think it matters who did it. And it would have been done. Hmm.
Bad time. I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I'm a businessman. Never really followed the chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
Am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. It's the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Where I am to Thedas, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, a regular person, like anybody else. I probably get back to work, unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Oh god. Oh, come on.
I need to have a few words with my publisher.
There we go.
The first one will be you. The second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Andre's waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that. Sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my...
Yep. She is a big fan.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy... having things... Wait, did you say the romance serial? Huh. She'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is... Last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Hoping to give it to Cassandra as a gift.
Oh, come on, that's just cruel. Even the Seeker doesn't deserve that. So,
Jesus.
want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Be there when you give her the book.
Fine.
Good deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile.
Yeah, I'm hoping this will actually bring them closer together. Ah. Oh. Where's Cassandra? I think think this will be a good way to bring them together. Because they're always fighting. Let's see.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I am without reason.
Peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a
This is your doing.
Hoping you'd be happy about it.
Well, interested. You're not interested? Still needs editing anyhow.
What?
Yeah.
Probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing. She was falsely accused.
Now the guardsmen.
Don't tell me.
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks after all.
Aww.
Thank you.
Look at how facial expressions have changed. Eric?
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
But don't forget to tell all your friends. Have any.
Ouch.
Completely worth it.
There you go. She is human after all.
Troop movements now.
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
Make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
If they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging.
Make some very valid points.
Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
Oh.
I'm guided by anything. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excellent. The blind leading the blind.
I don't think you're blind.
Oh.
Clearly,
Is
you
this it?
haven't been paying attention.
Haven't I?
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Huh. Was that rejection? It is possible. I think it is possible. I don't really know.
Is there anything you need?
So,
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
that was. Right. Let's have a look at. An oasis. Distant approach. Yep. Down the Evolution Bay western approach. Okay. That seems to be one of those missions that she was talking about, that she'll mark on a map as of when she knows of them. And there is also a dragon here, which I am very eager to fight, because, as you've seen in previous fights, you do get a decent amount of experience and some really decent items. So, okay. Oh, that's a very interesting outfit choice. Right. Okay, so there's something around here, so we're going to go and find what that is. Think I know what it might be, but not entirely sure. Vanguard mail. You got mail. The shard thingy. Left over there. No. Okay. Okay, that is new. Oh, there it is. It's how on earth will you even get there? Huh. I get why he doesn't use this power more, because there's a lot of times where it could definitely do with repairing something. A lot of times like, he could simply just do exactly that and repair a bridge or something, and he doesn't. Right. Quick, thank you. Don't mind. Yeah. Okay. More rift has been closed. Interesting. Drama Queen. Ah! Ah! I do wonder if Sandra did just reject him.
Good. We'll have to find another way.
But do you think that other way? More here. Mark here. I think that is a tunnel under.
Can I do for you?
Actually, while we're here, stuff. Blades, never mind. Jeez, we've got inventory. It's got nothing. Really not that much better, is it?
I wanted this done an hour ago.
Really? That is my... I kind of... You lost me at the part where that was my business. Mm-hmm. Okay, there is a cave somewhere here. Liliana, you're ready to report in. Oh. Well, that's new. I don't remember that. Ah. They don't remember this. Okay. So what was the point of this? Something... No, there's nothing here. Interesting. I think there is a cave here. I'm not... Spark spawn. It might be delusional. I don't see any caves. There's a cave here. Oh.
They come from.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Mm-hmm. Oh. the hell's that noise? Uh-huh. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You know why Serpent Stone looks so weird down here? Yeah. Oh, we can climb. Oh, they're not. Oh, oh, oh. I haven't found one of those for any area. Just keep finding random ones. But, well, that's how you know. Right. Question mark there too. Might be one of those, another one of those skulls with. Oh no, it's just a landmark. Okay. So, okay. Right. I think this is one of those areas where it's covered in those poisonous. Yeah.
Everywhere and gets in everything.
Yeah, I do think this is was covered in those poisonous gases. It's been cleared now. It's just one. What do you mean one down? Ooh.
Mother of all locks. We're not getting in here.
I don't remember how to get to that door. We do need to get through it because that's where this is, and that, and that. Actually, maybe not the other. I think there is another path there, but can have a look. That's it. What? Oh. Another operation somewhere here to clear these. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, get rid of your weapon so I can... Yeah.
The Darkspawn got through. I'll have to see what our people at Skyhold can do.
Right. So we can't do much about that, but we can do something about this. And in order to get there, we are better to go from here. That is a new camp, but it's also around where the dragon is. But you can't just... It's one of those you can't just go there and the dragon will be there waiting. It's not the same as the others. So you do need to... You're going to have to create a lure. What is this? Well back. Yeah, I thought I hadn't fought something like that before. Oh, it literally did not drop anything. And over there, at some point, there will be an interesting mission to do as well. There's a rift. Landmark here. Actually, it's not a landmark. I thought it was going to be a... Actually, it looks a little bit like a type of place where you'd find a quarry. I actually thought that would have been one. Just casting my eyes out, because it really did look like the type of place where there would be one. But it seems I am incorrect, because there isn't one. Though I do want to check over here. So might as well clear this. Nice. Cleaning house. more rift taken care of. There we go. Our third camp in the western approach. There's only one more to set up, but we need to clear that gas first.
Nothing to report, sir.
And this is Frederick.
Thank the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
I think I found your supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Like Marcus or Jeannette. This is terrible news. Federico Zero, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais. I came here with an expedition from the university. But the others are all missing, and our work has been halted. Claw raiders have made off with much of our supplies. You will help me reclaim the equipment, will you not? You will champion the advancement of science.
Yeah, why not?
I have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Now that I have my recipes back, I'll be able to concoct a bait the High Dragon cannot resist.
Hi, Dragon.
I have most of what I need, but I still need to gather quillback intestines and a phoenix's tail feather.
Okay.
You study dragons. I'd be interested in hearing more about that.
Oh, they are understood creatures, thought extinct. Barons wrote extensively on breeding and nesting behavior. High dragon hunting patterns have never been corpses that might be victims of dragon attacks.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to know any of those.
Speak some other time.
I actually would like to... question mark. Okay.
Very unlikely that she could be nesting at this time. Hello, researcher. How can I help you?
Question mark. Oh, look at that. Ray. It's got Quillbacks and Phoenix. Tail Feather, whatever it was. And then we can fight the dragon. So basically we're making bait to attract the dragon because it's not there waiting for us. But you call it a high dragon. I don't know if that is supposed to make it stronger or
Let's look around. These you think we need to lure out 2 high dragons?
yeah. Yeah, Iron Ball, all he wants is a good fight. Oh, come on. there's a callback here, which I will deal with. So that it, yeah, drops anything. Go back in testing. Oh, have I got all of them already? Seems so. What's that one there? Other ones are here. Yeah. I'm gonna I can't travel there because it's because of this. Place that. Do that a bit in another part where we go and collect all the landmarks. Okay. I don't think we actually do need to do all of these. I think it's just finding 4. There will be more than 4, of course, but I think we only need to find 4 signs to have enough information and we can go back. Detecting something. After this. The dragon is in that direction. It's not there yet because we need to set the bait first.
My dragon behavior is absurd.
Yes.
I've spotted several dragon signs around the approach.
Most excellent. Suppose you noted the wound pattern? No matter. From what I can tell, the dragon has been moving east and will be scouting the wastes next.
Okay.
Naturally, the dragon's hunting ground is full of miscreants. The area in traps for Maker only knows reasons. Quite a mess.
Okay.
1 tail feather and 1 batch of intestines, as requested.
My friend, you are invaluable. Will certainly note your assistance in my monograph on the High Dragon. I will attempt to lure her out as soon as my background research is complete. Mistakes could be deadly. The inventors wrote volumes on the study of dragons. I believe they had a laboratory in this desert.
Okay.
If only their work had not been lost. True. Set the field of draconology back centuries. Deplorable.
I've already found something,
I
okay.
found this manuscript on dragons in an ancient Tevinter laboratory. Will it help you?
What remarkable diagrams. Are the of the draconic heart? Oh, linguist? Or a Tevinter historian?
I don't, but the Inquisition might. I'll speak to our specialists.
Okay.
Have to speak some other time.
Oh, we need to destroy traps now. And we've got a new operation which is translate the text. Where are the traps? I don't see any traps.
Sika, I really like hitting things.
So I gathered.
I knew... And
There we go. I wonder if they're actually... Randall has been romancing Cassandra all this time. Right under my nose. Okay, so there's another trap there. It's around here. There. There's another one. Something there. I'll go there once I've destroyed the traps. Another one here. Yep. Hey. Strong enough to destroy rock. Yeah, you never stood a chance. Yeah, he's strong enough to destroy rock. I'm actually going to try something here quickly. Ah. I've been down here. What is this? Few mosaic pieces here. Not much else, but oh, glad I did it. I'd never noticed that one before, so nice surprise actually. In essence, Iron Bolt could destroy all of these blocks if you so chose to. Where's this other trap? It's 5 in total. Oh, I think I see it there.
that should get somebody's attention.
Oh, the white claws. Where are they? says that. Right, before we do return to Frederick, I did see something at the back there, so I'm just going to go and investigate, because I think there's this follow the Chantry trail thing here, and I'm quite sure that's where it leads. So if we can complete that one, it should be quite nice, because that'll be some more experience and potentially some great rewards. I don't really know, can't remember. Yeah. Have the Chantry letter there, which I star. It just keeps staring at me. It had to go. Oh, good. Yeah. What did they do? That's right. Thank you. So, some people from the Chantry came and took refuge here, I imagine. Like a refuge. Steak, yeah, thank you. Creation of phylactery. I will let you guys read that. Box of some kind. Rated Canary sword. Really much going on down here, is there? Well, that is pretty much it. Okay, so I just want to check inventory because I did get some stuff, so Assassin's Blade, Vinter Mace. Yeah. Jesus, that is nowhere near. Armor. Got much better stuff than that. Yeah. Check our abilities. Not that one. 1 point, so we will start going. Right, so with that said, we're going to bring this part to a close and continue in the next one, where we will go and fight the dragon. But before we do that, I will go and make sure that I get that transcript translated, so by the time I start the next video, it'll be a lot easier to actually go straight and fight the dragon, the high dragon that is, and see what all the fuss is about. But for now, stay safe and well everyone, and I will see you over on the other side. See you next time.